Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your boy Eagle Breva, and I'm back with episode 22 of my Borderlands 2 Legendary Weapons Guide. And today, guys, we are going over the infamous B shield. In my case, we have grounded the B, overpower level 10. Your case, it might be a little bit different. We got the red text, float like a butterfly. And what you guys can see is that amp damage is absolutely insane, especially at OP10, which is needed because OP10 is very difficult. There's a lot of freaking enemies that take a lot of damage to kill, so the B is pretty much a necessity throughout the game. So we're going to be talking about the B, of course, show you where to get it, how to farm it, and show you guys some gameplay at the end. So to get this beast, we are going to be fast traveling to the Arid Nexus Boneyard, and we are going to be killing a mini boss named Hunter Hellquist. Now, to get Hunter Hellquist unlocked, you do need to complete the This Just Inside mission, and then at the end, he will be the mini boss that you have to kill. He's going to be right up here, really easy farm, really easy to get to. And for some reason, man, the drop rates on this have been really good. I don't know why this shows red, that lever, but you can pull it. It's going to take you right up here to Hunter. But yeah, man, the drop rates are really good. I feel like I've gotten this one, maybe I farmed it like 5 times and I got it. So you guys can see there's the drop, and man, even 10 years later, that orange drop never gets old, man. Never gets old. Definitely a better feeling, in my opinion, than in Borderlands 3. But anyway, you guys can see he does drop the B shield. It is an overpower level 9. That's not the one we use in the gameplay. Of course, we do use OP10 as we are playing OP10. And this paired with the Sandhawk SMG, which I'm going to be showing you guys in the gameplay and what I'm using right now with Maya, is probably the best way to go damage-wise if you aren't using any glitches. In some of my videos, I do the Pimpernel Ahab glitch with the Gunzerker, but if you aren't glitching or using any of those type of, I guess, OP methods, you definitely want to use the Sandhawk B, or what people deem as the B-Hawk, because that's going to be the best combination you could get to produce the highest amount of damage. In the gameplay here, we are starting off with the B shield. Of course, as I mentioned, we're using the Sandhawk as well, but I do take the B shield off in a little bit just to show you guys the difference of what it could do on these enemies. So it's pretty much a one-tap for all of these enemies. Of course, phase locking them does get them slagged, which is very helpful with Maya, so just keep that in mind. I mean, if they weren't slagged, it might take a little bit extra, but honestly, pretty much a one-tap. So the B is a legendary amp shield made by Hyperion in Borderlands 2. It is obtained randomly from any suitable loot source, but has an increased chance to drop from Hunter Hellquist, located in Arid Nexus Boneyard. In Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep, it does have an increased chance to drop from tree ants in the forest. I actually have gotten one from a tree ant as well, going through the Assault on Dragon's Keep DLC, so if you guys have gotten that, you can definitely get the B from the tree ants as well. Special weapon effects: float like a butterfly. No amp drain, high amp damage, reduced shield capacity, increased shield recharge rate, and recharge delay. So, no amp drain. What that means is that amp damage that I showed you guys earlier on this shield is going to actually add damage to whatever weapon you're using. And sometimes I think it even helps with each pellet of that weapon, which makes it OP. And for my Borderlands 2 fans that have been playing this since day one, let me know in the comments if you've rocked the conference call B shield way back in the day before it was patched, where it was literally one-shotting the warrior like nothing. But anyway, when it comes to these amp shields, most of them, actually all of them besides the B shield, have an amp shot drain, where it will drain your shield a little bit every time once you shoot it. That way you don't get the extra amp damage to your guns. But the B shield has no amp drain, so just as long as your shield is fully recharged, you will get all of that extra damage no matter what. So that's why I'm kind of playing it safe. You guys can see I'm kind of hiding behind boxes and hiding around corners here, because if I do get hit, especially in OP10, it's, you know, not as high capacity of a shield, and it doesn't work unless it's fully recharged. So keep that in mind. If you guys are going in areas where there's a lot of enemies, I don't usually recommend running the B shield. Of course, when it comes to bosses and stuff, definitely use it. We do get the Emperor from Assassin 1. If you are playing it safe, kind of like me, getting behind boxes and stuff, then definitely use it. But if you're getting shot at quite a bit, it's not going to be viable. So you guys can see there, we did change to the sham shield. So here's a little bit of gameplay without the B shield, just to show you guys some of the difference. I kind of wish I had fought like the warrior or something with the B shield and then took it off and then used it without. But typically these enemies right here would take maybe like probably one shot, as I mentioned earlier, but it is taking a little bit extra, you know, since those aren't as high level enemies anyway. Probably not like the best example, but as I'm going through here, you know, you guys can definitely tell, you can definitely notice that it's taking a little bit more to kill these bosses. The Sandhawk is still a beast at OP10, but it's taken a little bit more to take these enemies out than when I did have the B shield on. The sham shield's a really, really good one. Of course, we'll have a video on that here sometime soon. But man, this is, I gotta say, my second favorite shield in the game. Sham shield's the first, my favorite shield, the one that I use most, especially in OP10. But when it comes to farming bosses, the B shield is definitely the one to use. The usage and description is long, so we're gonna just kind of depict some of the more important facts of it, where we do put the B shield back on here. The B, while having low shield capacity and a long recharge delay, it gives extraordinary amp damage with 0 shield drain per shot. This effectively provides endless amp damage until the user takes damage from an outside source, making it normally infeasible synergies extremely potent. Due to this, the B is best used with a weapon with high fire rate and large mag size, as the more amp damage can be put out in shorter span of time before one gets damaged. Shotguns are less desirable because the amp damage is divided among all pellets and not applied per pellet, which it was applied per pellet with the conference call when it first came out, when the game first rolled out. So they definitely made a nerf to that, and not as good with shotguns, but still really freaking awesome, especially with this SMG. The B is also deadly with multi-shot spread weapons, as the amp damage is not shared between each projectile as it is on weapons with yellow damage multiplier. This can allow for quick farming bosses and even quicker with slag and swap tactics or enemies with large crit hit locations. If you guys are farming bosses, if you are in spots, you know, where you're not getting shot at quite a bit, literally any gun with the shield is just absolutely crazy. That's it, man. That's the B shield. Hopefully this brings back some nostalgia. I know the game's been out for 10 years, man, but we've been having a freaking blast in Borderlands 2, and the B shield, everyone knows what the B shield is. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have been following along. I hope you are, because we have been getting a lot of legendaries and a little bit of a blast from the past, having fun with it, and hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you do, of course, hit the thumbs up, man, sub to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.